Resident Evil Retribution stars Milla Jovovich, Sean Roberts, Lee Bingbing, Sienna Guillory, Michelle Rodriguez, Oded Fuhr, and is directed once again by Paul W.S. Anderson. Oh my god. I'm keeping that shit. My name is Alice. Stop. Just stop. No. Bad Alice. No, just stop. This is now the 5th film in the franchise. We don't need this rundown anymore. I'm taking bets now, guys. How much on we get another recap in the final chapter? As you can tell, I'm a little heated now, guys. I'm going to try to keep this review as sane as possible. We're going to try to keep it on a realistic level here. It's going to be hard, but I'm gonna try. So there are different scenarios that Alice has to survive in this one. What does that sound like? I just can't put my finger on it. I don't understand. Do you guys get it? Like, it sounds like something. It sounds like something that I've seen before. I don't know what it is. Forget it, I'll figure it out later. Going back to what I said in my Resident Evil Afterlife review, I felt like in that film, Paul W.S. Anderson was trying his best attempt at a Zack Snyder film. Listen guys, I understand ambition and trying to step up your filmmaking game, but completely ripping off another movie entirely is a completely different story. If you don't believe me, get on YouTube and watch a clip of the first scenario. Tell me it doesn't closely match a certain scene in Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead remake. Moving on to the plot, this has to be one of the most convoluted stories in the Resident Evil film franchise yet. Hey, I understand the time gap between Apocalypse and Extinction, and we all know the problems that Afterlife has. But at least I understood what was going on in those films. This movie? Nope. No idea. Not a clue what's going on in this movie. Wesker's trying to help Alice in this movie? What? Doesn't he hate Alice? Wasn't he trying to kill Alice in the last movie? Don't worry, guys. We obviously don't get any motive explained to us. It's gonna be okay. Chris and Claire are gone. Yeah, they're gone. Poof. No explanation. Just gone. Random video game characters are just kind of thrown at us in this one. For some reason, I don't know, I guess to make money. Don't even get me started on Sienna Guillory as Jill Valentine in this film. God. I don't know what kind of acting style she's going for in this one, but I can tell you, it's not good. Ada Wong shows up in this film. Do we as the audience know anything about her? Not really. Actually, we do know one thing about her. She looks like a cosplayer. Why are you wearing that dress? The world is over. They made that pretty clear since part 3. This ass clown over here plays Leon Kennedy. Listen closely, guys, because I'm only going to say this once. Are you listening? Good. This guy doesn't even deserve to wear Leon Kennedy's coat. Don't do this. You're more important than her. Not only would the real Leon Kennedy never say that, ever, he would have said it better than a plastic bag with less personality. Go home, Johnny Generic. Nobody wants you here. Kevin Durant plays Barry Burton. Why do I know his name? Actually, because I kind of like Kevin Durant. I think he's a pretty good actor. But, and there's always a but in these Resident Evil Retrospective reviews, take that with a grain of salt, guys, because he looks like a good Barry Burton. But trust me, he's not Barry Burton. Guys, I would have killed to be in the writing room with Anderson on this film, just to see what was going through his head. I need to add game characters to this one. I really need to add them. I only have 2 more films, so I need to add as many game characters as I can to this film. I got it. Let's put in Ada Wong, and let's put her in with no development whatsoever. And let's just put her in randomly. Gotta add the dress. Hardcore fans will get it. But the regular moviegoers won't. But the hardcore fans will get it. Leon Kennedy's got to be in this film. But there's one thing. He's got to be generic as fuck. Generic as fuck. That's the key. I'll just toss in Kevin Durant for Zack vs. the Blu-ray Mountain, because I heard he likes him. So how are the characters if you haven't figured out by now? Yeah, they're shit. Guys, I have to go back to the writing. I don't want to. The writing in this movie is just terrible. It's not because these are characters that I love from a game franchise that I adore. There is nothing behind these characters. Absolutely nothing. These characters are so thinly written that you don't care about anyone. Guys, I'm having flashbacks to AVP, Alien vs. Predator, and that's not a good thing. Speaking of AVP, let's talk about the action sequences. Are they good? Fuck no. Let's move on. Guys, if I could give you 2 positives about Resident Evil Retribution, it will be Glenn McPherson's cinematography and the score by Tom and Andy. In the end, guys, I'm going to have to give Resident Evil Retribution a head down. Guys, it's been a long time since I gave a head down. I think the last one was The Crow Wicked Prayer. This film had a lot of potential. It really did. It had a lot of cool elements like the cloning angle. That was actually one of the coolest parts of this film. They had a cool premise for this one and went nowhere with it. The story was half-assed and the action was forgettable. Avoid this one at all costs, guys. Alright guys, that has been my last retrospective review. My Resident Evil retrospective review of
Resident Evil Retribution.
What did you think? Let me know down in the comments down below. This is going to be my last Resident Evil review for a while until the final chapter comes out in theaters. So I have a special series coming to my channel very soon. Definitely subscribe to the channel if you're new to see what that is. Stay tuned next week, guys, for my From the Shelf review of The Crow. Check out the Metal Claw podcast with me and my boy Tim from the Late Reviews. We have 3 episodes up right now. We have one on Metallica's discography, core bands, and power metal. Guys, that is 3 hours of straight metal. So if you like metal, go over there and check that out. Check out my Facebook group, Bluetooth Videos. There's a whole bunch of awesome guys over there. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram because you know I have them. I'm going to go take some shots after this video ends. But most importantly, this has been Zack vs. the Blu-ray Mountain. Stay metal, my friends.